And Atlantis has always been the big one. That has been the one that everybody talked about, was this incredibly advanced civilization, and no one can figure out where it is.
Atlantis, a civilization so extraordinary that even Plato himself felt compelled to recount its vast achievements. So what made this city so captivating? How could a city so advanced at its time disappear without a trace? Welcome to the Joe Rogan Discovery, where we embark on an exhilarating quest to unravel the enigma of Atlantis. Hidden beneath the waves lies a lost city of immense fascination. Let's find out. Atlantis was an ancient city. Its existence was described in the accounts of Plato to have occurred around 9,000 years before his own time. Plato lived in the 4th century BCE, so Atlantis would have existed approximately 11,000 years ago. Atlantis has captivated the imaginations of people throughout history, as it represents a lost civilization of great beauty, advanced technology, and mysterious powers. According to the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, Atlantis was a powerful and prosperous island nation located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, modern-day Strait of Gibraltar. Plato described Atlantis as a utopian society, known for its remarkable architecture, engineering feats, and abundance of resources. The city was said to be adorned with magnificent palaces, grand temples, and intricate canals. What makes Atlantis particularly intriguing is its abrupt disappearance. According to Plato's account, Atlantis was swallowed by the sea in a cataclysmic event, sinking beneath the waves and vanishing forever. This cataclysm has inspired countless theories and speculations about the possible causes, ranging from natural disasters to extraterrestrial intervention. The location of Atlantis remains a subject of speculation and debate among scholars, historians, and enthusiasts. Various theories and speculations have been proposed over the years. Near Gibraltar. This theory suggests that Atlantis was located in the vicinity of the Strait of Gibraltar, which is often referred to as the Pillars of Hercules in ancient texts. Antarctica. A more controversial theory proposes that Atlantis existed in Antarctica, suggesting that the continent had a different climate in ancient times and could have supported a civilization. However, a more recent speculation regards it in the Sahara region of Africa. Some proponents to this hypothesis were that of its geological and geographical changes. The Sahara Desert is believed to have undergone significant changes in its climate and landscape over time. Some argue that the Sahara was once a fertile region with lakes, rivers, and vegetation, potentially meeting some descriptions of Atlantis as a land with abundant resources. With more recent satellite images, we could see depictions of the landscapes of Hilltop and other similarities to that of the previous prosperous ancient city. Ancient civilization in the Sahara. The Sahara region has had a rich history of ancient civilizations such as the Garamantes and the Nabateans, who thrived in the desert's more habitable periods. Plato's mention of beyond Libya. In Plato's dialogues, he states that Atlantis was located beyond the Pillars of Hercules and in front of the Straits of Gibraltar. Some argue that beyond Libya, mentioned by Plato, could refer to the regions south of the Mediterranean, which coincides with parts of the Sahara. Engineering and architecture. Atlantis was renowned for its exceptional engineering and architectural feats. Advanced construction techniques, massive structures, and intricate city planning were hallmarks of this legendary civilization. Speculations abound about the presence of sophisticated water management systems, such as canals and aqueducts, as well as the existence of grand architectural marvels like palaces, temples, and monumental buildings. Navigation and maritime technology. Given Atlantis's unrivaled naval power and dominance at sea, it is evident that they possessed advanced navigation and maritime technologies. Their shipbuilding techniques, sailing methods, and navigational instruments allowed them to navigate the vast oceans with ease and establish extensive trade networks. Metallurgy and materials. Atlantis excelled in the field of metallurgy, harnessing the properties of various metals and alloys for practical applications. Their mastery of advanced metalworking techniques, including smelting, alloying, and shaping, contributed to their technological superiority and enabled them to create durable and efficient tools, weapons, and structures. Energy and power sources. While Plato's account does not explicitly mention the energy sources employed by Atlantis, speculations suggest that this advanced civilization harnessed alternative or renewable energy sources. Possibilities include the utilization of geothermal energy, hydropower from rivers or waterfalls, or even the application of unknown and highly advanced methods of power generation. Material resources. Atlantis was said to possess abundant material resources, including precious metals and gemstones. The city-state was described as having access to vast reserves of gold, silver, and other valuable minerals. This suggests a society that possessed great wealth and the ability to indulge in luxurious adornments and exquisite craftsmanship. Architectural splendor. Plato alludes to the magnificent architectural structures of Atlantis. It is likely that the city-state showcased grand palaces, majestic temples, and impressive public buildings constructed with intricate details and lavish materials. Agricultural prosperity. Atlantis was depicted as having fertile lands and a prosperous agricultural system. This implies a bountiful harvest of crops and a thriving agricultural sector. The ability to sustain a large population and ensure food security points to the affluence and prosperity of the civilization. Trade and commerce. Plato hints at Atlantis being a thriving center of trade and commerce. The city-state's naval power and strategic location allowed it to establish extensive trade networks, facilitating the exchange of goods, resources, and knowledge. Naval power. Atlantis possessed an unparalleled navy that surpassed the maritime forces of other contemporary civilizations. Their fleet consisted of technologically advanced warships and highly skilled seafarers, enabling them to establish unquestioned supremacy at sea. Their naval power granted them control over crucial trade routes and the ability to project their strength far and wide. Fortifications. Atlantis boasted impregnable fortifications that safeguarded the city-state and ensured its security. The construction of robust defensive structures, including towering walls, formidable citadels, and strategically fortified harbors, solidified their military strength and served as a deterrent to potential adversaries. Technological advancements. Atlantis's military might extend to their possession of advanced technologies that surpassed the comprehension of other societies. Superior weaponry, including cutting-edge arms, innovative siege engines, and state-of-the-art military equipment, granted them a decisive edge on the battlefield. According to Plato, Atlantis was a powerful and prosperous civilization that eventually fell out of favor with the gods due to its increasing corruption and greed. Atlantis was ruled by a series of kings who gradually became more tyrannical and unjust. As a consequence of their actions and the moral decay within the society, the gods decided to punish Atlantis. In a cataclysmic event, described as a divine act of retribution, the island of Atlantis was said to have been submerged beneath the sea in a single day and night. Plato's highlight the consequences of hubris, moral decline, and the erosion of virtue within a society. It serves as a reminder that even the most powerful and advanced civilizations can face destruction if they lose sight of ethical values and succumb to corruption.